Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel, Maths with Ease by Mr. Kamotho. And in this video, I want us to explain example 14 of Algebra 8, 9 to 1, IGCSE Mathematics. And we are expected to find the inverse of the function 2x minus 5. And before we go there, we know the inverse is a function that undoes what the original function did. And it is like the opposite. And we have understood that if you plot a function or a graph in the xy Cartesian plane, the inverse is a reflection of that graph along the line y is equals to x. We are going to see this. We must have understood that in the slide before we understood, or we can rather understand this example. We have 3 steps, or rather 4 steps of obtaining the inverse of a function. First of all, step number 1, you write the function given in terms of y. So we have y is equals to 2x minus 5. Step number 2, we interchange x and y. So whatever we have as y will become x, and whatever we have as x will become y. So we have x is equals to 2y minus 5. So our duty now is to make the new y the subject of the formula, and we can only do this by bringing negative x across. So we have 2y is equals to x plus 5. And you can already see, to make y the subject of the formula, we must divide both sides by 2, and therefore y becomes a half of x plus 5. Now, let us try to establish whether the two graphs reflect along the line y is equals to x. And we have something like the xy Cartesian plane here. Let us see what happens. The x and y. First of all, the graph of y is equals to 2x minus 5. When x is 0, y is a minus 5 there. When y is 0, for that matter, when y is 0, then x is 2.5, because of 2x minus 5 is equals to 0. So 2x is 5 and x is 2.5. This is 2.5. For this one, when x is 0, 0 plus 5 is a 5. And half of 5 is 2.5. So you can already see that you're going to have 2.5. It is a reflection of this along the line that is going to be here. When x is a negative 5, negative 5 plus 5 is 0, and half of 0 is going to be 0. So when x is a negative 5, y is going to be 0. And you can already see that they are going to meet somewhere. This is the line. Let's construct it this way. That is the line y is equals to 2x minus 5, and there should be a line here, y is equals to a half. This is the line y is equals to a half x plus 5. That one, you can see they are meeting here, and it is a clear reflection along the line y is equals to x. It is a clear reflection along this line. This is the mirror line, y is equals to x. You can see 2.5 reflects to 2.5, minus 5 reflects to 2.5, especially when you consider all the properties of reflection, perpendicularism and equidistance. You will see that minus 5 reflects along this middle line to minus 5. What are these coordinates, so to speak? what are those coordinates. You may want to find the coordinates here. And how do you find these coordinates? The value of x. You will only have to believe that the two equations are equal at this particular point. So a half of x plus 5 is exactly equals to 2x minus 5. So you multiply everything by 2. X plus 5 is equals to 4x minus 10. And you realize that now when x comes this side becomes 3x, and the negative 10 comes this side becomes 5 plus 10. And you can see 3x is 15. And we divide everything by 3, x is equals to 5. And when x is equals to 5, then what is the value of y? The value of y is simply y is equal to, substitute in one of the original equations, 2 times the value of x, which is 5, minus 5. And the value of y is 10 minus 5, which is 5. So these coordinates here, point of intersection, 5, 5. And that is it. Well, the question was not asking us to do all this. It was asking us to find the inverse of 2x minus 5, and the answer is just here. The graph and finding the coordinates of intersection is just out of interest to show that the inverse function is a reflection of the original graph along the line y is equals to x. Thank you, and let us meet in the next video.